Hello there, I'm Richie and you're watching IG Critic. 2016 has brought us many fun games, happy titles like Far Cry Primal to Assassin's Creed The Ezio Collection. For this time of year though, we at IG Critic had something a bit more festive in mind. If you're looking for Christmas content, then we have just the games to fill your stockings. Christmas is a great excuse for monkeying around, and no one does it better than these merry monkeys. In the SNES days, the DK crew always undertook adventures with their own sense of aplomb and festivity. You'd be surprised how much fun you can have with bowels and bananas, Kremlin kicking, bird bashing, mouse smashing. Animal cruelty has never felt more fun. Many collectibles were secreted throughout the lands, and Developer Rare hid more than a few bonus levels in their 2D platformers. In Donkey Kong Country 3 Dixie Kong's Double Trouble, at the Game Select screen, if you input the password LRR, then type in the word merry, you'll find things becoming just that. At first glance, nothing has changed, but bump into a bonus barrel and you'll find yourself rocking around the banana tree as the usual minigames make way for bouncing baubles, playful presents, and jubilant jingle bells. It's often the simple things that bring the most joy. Talk about a swinging party. Decorations and presents are great, but for me the season just isn't complete without one man. He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He knows when you've been bad or good. And I'm not talking about Father Christmas. There have actually been a few Batman games set at Christmas time, including the Genesis's Batman Returns and PS3's Arkham Origins. Despite the time of year, there isn't all that much to suggest Christmas in Gotham, apart from some moderate snowfall and sparse lighting, if any.
You do realize it is Christmas Eve, sir?
It's midnight, sir. I just wanted to wish you a Merry Christmas.
Some superheroes never get a day off. Yet in Arkham City there happens to be a season-obsessed psychopath who makes it a standing point that every holiday should be marked with a murder. Locked away beneath the courthouse, Calendar Man Julian Day is secluded and guarded by Two-Face and his gang. If your system settings are adjusted to your local date and time, visiting him on annual celebrations such as Valentine's or Independence Day will entice him to reveal some of his past crimes associated with those events. He commemorated the season by getting revenge on the judge who sentenced him to hang.
I could hardly be held responsible for strangling that street corner Santa Claus for his suit. I needed the disguise to sneak into the judge's Christmas Eve party.
Talk about ruining the holiday spirit. There's always one, isn't there? Even a place as gothic as Gotham deserves a happy holiday. Why doesn't Batman just call in a few favours from his mates in the Justice League? Come on, where's Superman when you really need him? Superheroes are known to stand for truth and justice while dealing with all manner of crazy crimes. In DC Universe Online, this includes beating back battlements of brainiac bots, languishing against Lex Luthor's despicable deeds, and jilting Joker's juxtaposed jokes, to name but a few. Now Larfreeze, the orange agent of avarice, has sent forth his army of constructs to steal Christmas. He's taken the trees, snatched the stuffing, he's pinched the presents. He must be stopped. He also purloined a few power rings to boot. With galactic upheaval still in full swing, all the colour core are stretched pretty thin. In this seasonal shindig, the real hero is you. Your customised character needs to team up with 3 other players to combat this greedy Grinch and spread some festive cheer. By which I mean power punching him in the face and making sure the rings get back to those who rightfully deserve them. The spirit of Christmas is under constant threat and must be protected. Of course old Saint Nick does a grand job, but everyone needs help sometimes. Why doesn't he get some from the other saints? The 3rd Street Saints have been through a lot. You know, with the whole Earth exploding and fighting off an alien invasion in a virtual superpowered reality. Needless to say, there's not much Christmas spirit left. What better way to blow off steam than decking the halls of their space cruiser and chilling with classical author Jane Austen? When future cyborg Shandy returns to the present to avert the possible apocalyptic future stemming from a corrupted Kris Kringle called Claus, the president, that's you, hitches up his or her virtual stockings to get the job done. Quench an elf rebellion, take to the skies in your own Santa sleigh and prevent an eternal silent night. Mrs. Claus certainly knows how to hold her own.
Oh, honey, you're okay!
No time to talk, Spoon. The elves and I are kicking ass.
Respect. She and the elf resistance give it all they got defending the North Pole, which turns out to be a bludgeoning weapon? A 50s setting, flamboyant fight scenes, dealing out some festive justice. What more could you want for Christmas? Dear Santa, I've been so good, blah blah blah. Dubstep gun. Video games have given us so many awesome, imaginative weapons. The blue shell. The Buster Sword. The Wabberjack.
Someone's being attacked!
Man, I'd love one of those. Here's a game with a blade you can trust for any seasonal smackdown. We all remember the Tim Burton classic, The Nightmare Before Christmas. If you don't, watch it. It's awesome. Travelling the realms of Disney with our fave Final Fantasy characters littered about is utterly geek-tastic. A good time gets even better when you revisit Halloween Town. Evidently, Jack still hasn't learned his lesson and is keen on donning his red suit once again. At least he's asking permission this time. Come on, Santa, say yes. Just as well they drop by because he's gonna need all the help he can get. If Maleficent and Oogie Boogie have their way, Santa will be doomed to a heartless existence. Throw a wrench into the works and you'll be rewarded with a twisted Christmas Keyblade. Who wouldn't want to fight hordes of Heartless armed with a candy cane? In the remix, Sora, Donald and Goofy even daub up in new Christmas Town finery. Talk about a good time in Tinseltown. If video games have proven anything, it's that anyone can be a guardian of Christmas. Mighty superheroes, brawling street thugs, even a fish dressed as RoboCop. Santa's workshop has always been a place of wonder in all its colourful incarnations. James Pond 2, or RoboCod, the North Pole has been taken over by the nefarious Dr. Maybe, the antagonist from the first game. Using his evil intellect, he has twisted all the toys, teddies and confectionery treats in order to serve his malicious purposes, and at the same time, he's holding them hostage. The man can multitask, I'll give him that. The real tip of the iceberg, he's keeping all the toys for himself, the scoundrel! That's where James Pond comes in. Hired by the British Secret Service, he is given an ultra-cool robo-suit that allows him to extend his midriff, reaching the stars with more enthusiasm than S Club 7. Your mission, if you choose to accept it, is to sneak into the workshop, room by room, gather the collectibles and liberate the penguins, who are waiting overly patiently to be rescued. The workshop is full of intriguing levels. There's Teddy Town, Cakeville, even the land of perpetual chocolate. That one's my favourite. There's something so exciting about Christmas Eve. The family, the food, the Doctor Who Christmas special. But it isn't until we're asleep and dreaming that it becomes the most magical night of the year. Developed by Sonic Team, this fantastical adventure took the Sega Saturn system to new heights as the iconic hero, named Knights, flew into our hearts and took us into a new dimension of gaming never before seen in 1996. What can be better than soaring the dreamscape, obtaining all the collectibles and getting scored on your performance, progressing further with each aerial manoeuvre? Doing it all at Christmas, of course! Though considered by many to be a standalone game, Christmas Nights into Dreams took all the magic and wonder of its core title and wrapped it in the whimsy of our favourite holiday. When Clarice and Elliot notice the star for the town tree is missing, they decide to search for it, in their dreams. With an alternative costume and new levels to play with some satinised Xmas tunes, Who wouldn't enjoy a jolly time loop-de-looping through holiday weeks? A valuable lesson for us all. If something is lost, take a nap and it'll eventually turn up. Works for me anyway. Well, that about wraps it up for a list of games with Christmas content. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe and feel free to check out some of our other stuff. And if you click that like button, I will not come to your house and sing out of key Christmas carols. From all of us here at IG Critic, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays.
In heavenly peace.
I really can't stay,
but baby, it's cold outside. Just let's roast it on an open fire.
And it went nice. That's a really sad Christmas song.